I did not have this on my 2023 bingo card, but Target has started locking down a lot of their consumable items like toothpaste because of theft. And I probably should have known because San Francisco is corrupt. San Francisco wants voters, and more significantly, the poor, since they're eradicating the middle class and soon to be the wealthy in San Francisco, the poor make up the majority of the voting populace. And as I've said before in many videos, they're altruistic because they're poor. See, if you don't have a lot of money, therefore you won't abuse the system, you won't steal and stuff. So what we can do is make theft, petty theft, under $900 just a misdemeanor, and you'll be out the same day. And so you can make, in theory, on the black market, you can go steal $899 worth of stuff, maybe sell it for $500, make a hefty profit, and then go do it again the next day. Works great. The problem is these stores have to make money. See, they're greedy, disgusting capitalists who have to make a profit in order to survive, right? So I've said before, like 4 Walmarts are shutting down in Chicago because of theft. 2 Walmarts in Portland are shutting down because of theft. And there's a new way of solving this. Basically treating your store like a Swiss bank, right? They have security, they have armed guards, and they're locking things like toothpaste behind a locked cage, which, by the way, obviously costs money. They have to invest that in the store and turn the store into a Swiss bank in order to get your toothpaste. And therefore, how do they pay for that? Well, they pass those costs on to law-abiding citizens who just want to go in and grab what they need. So, yes, we are at this point in the collapse and stupidity where Target expands locked merchandise cases to hit back at shoplifting. So they're trying to survive. And if shoplifting still happens, by the way, they will close down those stores. But it's from a Fox Business article. Reading from the article, the company has resorted to keeping all items in personal care aisle at a location in San Francisco's Folsom Street in locked shelves. I'll show you a picture of that. Another Target outside Manhattan and Riverdale, New York, has also made it so rows in its personal care section are locked up and require staffer to open. Now, this was an experiment. It was a valiant experiment to shut down and cut off a lot of law enforcement. Remember, we talked about this in 2020. It's like, hey, let's defund the police. Let's give these people a hug. Right? If it's just that these people aren't loved enough by the taxpayer. If we love them more, they won't steal because the heart of man is good. And poor people are good and altruistic because they're poor, and they won't steal. You just got to tell them that stealing's bad. They just don't know. And here we are, 3 years later. They've cut a lot of funding from these law enforcement agencies. And I guess a lot of that funding is now going to locking up toothpaste at Target. It's so incredibly stupid. All right, further reading. Target takes a multi-layered approach to combating theft, a company spokesperson told Fox Business on Tuesday. This includes in-store technology, training for store leaders and security team members. Hey, you want to apply to Target to make minimum wage? You're going to have to tackle somebody who's stealing razors. Oh, that's not part of my job description. So they partner with law enforcement agencies as well as retail trade associations, and the spokesperson continued. On a limited basis, we also employ theft deterrence merchandising strategies, such as locking cases for categories that are prone to theft. While we don't share specifics on these strategies, these decisions are generally made at the local level. Hey, can you help me get a box of Colgate toothpaste? And so you got to have somebody come over there to unlock it so you can get Colgate toothpaste. That's the point in the 2023 bingo card we're at. The spokesperson confirmed that lock-in cases at the San Francisco and Riverdale stores were implemented at the local level due to theft. As I've said many times, get out of cities. Like, you would think that the one thing, even if they're greedy politicians, they would want business to survive because that is their tax base. And now there's this woke mind virus where they think they have to redistribute by hook or by crook, literally by crook, saying you can steal. It's not legal, but we're not going to punish you. So people respond to incentives, and that's not that crazy to think. Everybody responds to incentives, and the incentive is you can steal, get away with it, and make a lot of money. Further reading. At the time, he said Target was making sorry, my computer had Tourette's. Where'd it go? Okay. Well.
Saturday, April 29th. All eyes.
At the time, he said Target was making significant investments in training and technology that can deter theft. Where's that money coming from? Their profits. Where do they pass on the costs? As I said before, to you. And keep our guests and store members safe because the company, like other retailers, observed an uptick in organized shoplifting crime. In a recent report, National Retail Federation called organization retail crime a persistent and endemic problem in the United States that appears to be growing. Now, why would it be growing? So dumb. Of the retailers it surveyed, about 70% reported thinking organized retail crime theft had worsened. Hey, if I was a drug dealer and I was making like 50% profit on production or whatnot, and I'm into crime, right? I go to one of these cities and I can have individuals steal up to $899 worth of merchandise to resell. Every day. So that seems like a great money-making venture. And you don't go to jail. It's great. Total losses from shrink increases roughly 4%, coming in at $94 billion in theft in 2021. Do you guys think this is going to get worse or going to get better during a recession? It's definitely going to get worse. And we now live in a country where politicians, in their heart of hearts, want to be so nice that they are literally not convicting on crimes. And one might think, how is that altruistic in the slightest for the taxpayer, for the law-abiding citizen? It's not. It hurts them. Think about the single mom who worked at the Walmart in Portland that had to shut down because of theft. Now she lives in a food desert, meaning there's no place to buy food. She's a single mom working 2 jobs. One of them was at Walmart. Now she doesn't have a job. Now she doesn't have income because the politicians in the local area decided it would be benevolent to not prosecute theft. And yes, it's going to get worse. So dumb. Maybe coming to a store near you. Get out of cities because these retailers eventually will have to leave. It doesn't matter if they lock down. It doesn't matter if they have a SWAT team. If there's enough people that want to steal from them, they're going to continually lose money to the tune of $94 billion plus a year. All right, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to know if you've seen this in your local stores. But beatings will continue until morale improves, unfortunately. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.